It's a revolutionary idea that began with one Texas pastor. He wanted to turn around a failing local school. So he and his church decided to adopt the school. And the results inspired President Bush's plan for faith-based initiatives. Now, as Paul Strand reports, the Adopt a School plan is ready to go nationwide.
Tony Evans, pastor of the megachurch Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship, was concerned about Dallas's troubled and violence-plagued public schools, and he was looking for a way his church could help.
Because when you have to put metal detectors in your hallway, you don't want to discuss the separation of church and state. You want help.
Then his church got a desperate cry that launched what became a massive program, Project Turnaround. The program started when gang activity and other disruptive behavior at this Dallas area high school got the principal so upset he went to Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship looking for some help. They sent 12 men over to walk the halls. The change that happened from just that was remarkable. Peace came over the school, absenteeism went down, grades started going up. So the church went into hyperdrive and basically adopted the school, throwing all sorts of resources into aiding students.
We provided mentoring and tutoring and family support services for the kids who were having a problem. And grades went up, truancy went down, delinquency went down, and the school got turned around.
The church even helps the parents of troubled students.
Maybe mom cannot read, maybe dad, dad needs a better job. So we're able to plug them into our Technology Institute, do career development, help them with their resumes, maybe help them go through our GED classes or their literacy classes.
Now Project Turnaround has expanded and is in 65 Dallas area schools.
The church can say, we have it, we have the solution, and the community is saying, listen, we have a problem. Let's really link in solution with the problem.
Especially crucial is the one-on-one help brought to students by the hundreds of mentors that flow from the churches into the schools.
We come in as a support system to the teachers. So when the teachers are having issues or problems with kids, the teacher would say, go see your mentor.
Moses Chism puts mentors together with some 300 students in just one high school alone.
Their self-esteem change, their confidence change, and you see that. And when you see that, you know that what you're doing is not in vain because there's so many of them.
In one school, we had a 75% reduction in behavioral referrals, just by one person in the school. So just think about with one person, now magnify that by 200 persons, think about the impact we're having in the school.
One nearby school was so torn apart by gang violence, it called a special assembly for the boys.
I walked over with 25 men, and the 25 men stood in the aisles of these all these boys, and we talked about what it means to be a man, and just the fact that that many men showed up from the church, gang activity ceased.
Then Project Turnaround began teaming up an urban church with a suburban church to reach troubled schools. For instance, in Dallas, Oak Cliff partners with megachurch Prestonwood Baptist. Suburban churches often have more resources they can throw into the battle, and it gives the suburban churches
a missionary opportunity that's across the railroad tracks, not just the ones across the sea.
It also presents a witness when these churches clasp hands across racial and social lines.
And then we can testify through good works to the broader society what the Church of Jesus Christ looks like when it crosses lines to do good works for the kingdom of God.
Inevitably, opponents bring up concerns about programs like this, breaching the so-called wall of separation between church and state. Evans says the churches involved are careful to respect that wall, but that doesn't mean the Lord gets silenced.
The separation of church and state, which we agree with, does not have to mean the separation of God and good works. What people need to understand is that good works does open up opportunities for the good word.
They say we can't bring God into the schools, but the reality is that because God is in us, guess what? God is in the school. Because wherever we go, God goes with us.
You can still let your light shine no matter where you go. And when you let your light shine, the kids will see the fruit.
Texas Governor George Bush kept an eye on Project Turnaround's growth and success. He was so impressed, when he became president, he took to Washington this idea of faith groups partnering with public institutions. And he started getting tax dollars to support them through the White House Faith-Based Initiative. That's encouraged Evans to take this to the next level, spreading the idea across America through the National Church Adopt a School initiative. Dozens of churches and hundreds of their members are stepping up to volunteer. And it takes real commitment because they need to go through a 30-hour training program and absorb an impressive pile of paperwork. But those involved are dreaming big and hoping to have an impact on the entire nation.
Our goal is 300 churches a year adopting schools.
I wish that in every state, in every school, there was a light on the campus where kids know they can come to and talk. So we'll make a big difference.
The hope now is, as this program goes national, that a nation can be changed one school at a time. Paul Strand, CBN News, reporting from Dallas.
Terry,
Good idea.
one man, one Christian man revolutionizing a school.
Absolutely.
And 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, but just one.
Yeah.
Gangs go there. It's amazing the influence of one mentor, one concerned adult.
Yeah.